Hello friends, all of you hearing about the different variants of COVID-19 and these different variants, they have different characteristics as compared to the original coronavirus. So in this today's lecture we will see about these differences between the variants of this coronavirus. Now currently you are hearing about the new variant which is found in India, and that new variant is Delta plus B.1.617.2, and at present more than 40 cases are found of this Delta plus variant in India. And this is the one news from DNA, that is Daily News Analysis, that COVID-19 know 3 key characteristics of Delta plus variant of concern. So this is about some characteristics of that Delta plus variant and that variant of concern in India. So this Delta plus variant of COVID-19, it has been declared now as a variant of concern in India, and total 40 cases of these variants, these are detected in the country. And these infections, these are reported from Maharashtra, Madhya Pradesh, Kerala, Karnataka and Tamil Nadu. So, and this India, it is among the 9 countries where this Delta plus variant is found. So the other countries includes that United States, United Kingdom, then Portugal, Switzerland, Japan, Poland, then Nepal, China and Russia. And now India also has these Delta plus variant, or the cases of this Delta plus variant. So first we will see these 3 concepts, that is mutation, variant and strain. So mutation, it is a change in the genetic sequence. So that genetic material, it may be of virus or it may be of bacteria, but here we are concerning about the coronavirus. So mutation is the change in the virus genetic sequence or genetic makeup, and these changes or these mutations, these are extremely common. And if we consider the coronavirus spike protein mutations, then near about 4,000 mutations, these are recorded in the spike protein alone of this coronavirus. And these mutations arises in these viruses or make the shoddy copies of themselves when they are present inside the patient's body. So that is mutation. Second concept is here variant. So variant is a virus whose genetic sequence differ from its parent, because the genetic sequence of parent is different, and when their progenies have the different genetic sequence, then we can say these are the variant of that parent viruses. And strain is a variant with many mutations and that significantly change the behavior of that particular virus. So then we can say it as a strain. Then next, these are the few or different variants of concern and variants of interest, which are said by these or classified by the World Health Organization, and these are the different names given by WHO. So these variants of concern that increase in transmissibility or virulence. So there is a more ability to transmit from one person to another person, or the virulence, that is ability to cause the disease, it is more. So these variants includes alpha variant, that is B.1.1.7, and this variant was reported in December 18, 2020 in United Kingdom. Then second variant is beta variant B1351, which was reported on December 18, 2020, and it was reported in South Africa. The next variant is gamma variant P1, which was reported in January 11, 2021 in Brazil, or it is called as the Brazilian variant. This is the South African variant and this is the UK variant. And on May 11, 2021, the new or more dangerous variant is detected, and that is called as the Delta variant. So it is B16172, and this Delta variant, it was detected in India. So these are the different variants of concern. Now the next variants of that coronavirus, which are called as variants of interest, which can cause community transmission or which can cause multiple clusters, or they are detected in multiple countries. And that includes Epsilon variant, which was detected on March 5, 2021 in United States. Then Zeta variant, detected on March 17, 2021 in Brazil. Then Eta variant, detected on March 17, 2021 in many countries or multiple countries. Then Theta variant, which was detected on March 24, 2021 in Philippines. Then Lota variant, which was detected on March 24, 2021 in United States. And Kappa variant, which was detected on April 4, 2021 in India. So these variants, these are called as the variants of interest. And these alpha, beta, gamma and delta variants, these are called as variants of concern. So here, these names which are proposed for COVID-19 variants. So these are the name of country here, then here scientific name of that variant, and this is the name given by the World Health Organization. So Kent, United Kingdom, that variant, the scientific name of that variant is B.1.1.7, and the name given by WHO is alpha variant. Then the variant which was detected in South Africa, or it is called as African variant, scientific name is B.1.351, and the name given by WHO is beta variant. The next one is here Brazilian variant, which was detected in the country Brazil, and scientific name is P.1, and the name given by WHO is gamma variant. And in India, or the variant detected in India, the scientific name is B.1.617.2, and the name given by WHO is Delta variant. So these are the names proposed for COVID-19 variants by these World Health Organization, and we have seen that scientific names. Then these are the new names for COVID variants here, as I told in previous slides also. This is the Greek name, alpha variant, first found in Kent, scientific name is B.1.1.7. Then beta variant found in South Africa, this is the scientific name here. Then delta variant, it is first time found in India, this is the scientific name here. Then epsilon variant found in California, Lota variant found in New York, gamma variant found in Brazil, then kappa variant found in India, theta variant found in Philippines, and zeta variant found in Brazil. So these are that World Health Organization, they has encouraged using these new names based on the Greek alphabet for the new variant of COVID-19. See, these are the different variants and their effects on the patient here. So UK variant, that is B.1.1.7, which was reported to the WHO on December 14, 2021. Then this is the South African variant. Then this is the Brazilian variant, or these are the scientific names here. And the main concerns with related to these different variants, one is transmissibility, second one is severity of illness, and third one is vaccine efficacy. So if we see this transmissibility, the UK and the South African variants, they are appear to be significantly more infectious or more transmissible. Then severity of illness by these variants, that new studies on UK variant which is submitted to the UK's NERVTAG in January, that suggests there could be a link to increased risk of death because of these new variants. That means that new variants, these are more severe as compared to the original coronavirus. Then vaccine efficacy, there is no direct evidence of loss of effectiveness found 8. But Pfizer and BioNTech on January 28, they announced preliminary findings that their vaccine retained effectiveness against the UK and South African variants. So that means that vaccine, they can work against this UK as well as South African variants. So these are that virus here, and this is a mutation N501Y. So all three variants, they have mutations in this receptor. So this is the receptor here, with the help of which that virus, they can adhere or attach to the host cell or in the respiratory system. And all these three variants, they have mutations in this receptor, that is in the binding domain on the spike protein. Then this is another mutation here, E484K, a mutations on the spike protein which is seen in the South African as well as Brazilian variants. Then another mutation, that is in the this is the mutation ACE2 receptor, that SARS-CoV-2 infects cells after the attaching to the ACE2 receptor of the host here. Then another one is there any change on the spike can potentially affect how easily a virus can infect a cell. And this is here, it is a host cell. Okay, so these are that mutations or that variants here. Then this is the news from the Amar Ujala. So what is that news here? डेल्टा प्लस वेरिएंट वायरस का नया रूप है, बेहद खतरनाक, खत्म कर देता है शरीर में बनी एंटीबॉडीज. सो व्हेन वी टेक एंटीबॉडीज वैक्सीन्स or when there is an infection in our body, then at that time our body naturally develops some antibodies which fight against that particular pathogen, or in this case, in case of this COVID-19, that antibodies, they are finding against that COVID-19 virus or coronavirus. But this Delta plus variant, it is destroying that antibodies. So that's why it is very difficult to our body to fight against that particular pathogen. तो यहाँ पे ये जो समरी है, ये यहाँ पे बता रहे हैं, शोध करने वाली टीम ने बताया है कि फिलहाल शुरुआती दौर में इस बात का जरूर पता लगा है कि डेल्टा प्लस शरीर में बनी हुई एंटीबॉडी को खत्म करने लगता है. अगर ऐसा है तो यह बेहद खतरनाक है, क्योंकि लोगों को दिए जाने वाली वैक्सीन से शरीर में रोग के खिलाफ लड़ने की एंटीबॉडीज बनने लगती है. जब हम वैक्सीन लेते हैं तो हमारे बॉडी में उस पर्टिकुलर रोग के खिलाफ एंटीबॉडीज तैयार होती है, लेकिन ये जो डेल्टा प्लस वेरिएंट है ये उसी एंटीबॉडीज को खत्म कर रहा है या कर देता है. तो जिसकी वजह से जो हमारे बॉडी में एक एबिलिटी तैयार हो जाती है उस पर्टिकुलर डिसीज के अगेंस्ट लड़ने की, वो खत्म होती है. दूसरी जो न्यूज है यहाँ पे, कोरोना का नया वायरस डेल्टा प्लस बेहद खतरनाक है. यह न सिर्फ शरीर में बनी हुई एंटीबॉडी को खत्म करता है, बल्कि फेफड़ों की कोशिकाओं को भी बहुत जल्दी संक्रमित करके मार देता है. ऐसे में चिंता इस बात की होने लगी है कि अगर लोगों को दी गई वैक्सीन के बाद यह वायरस शरीर में प्रवेश करेगा तो क्या वैक्सीन से बनी हुई एंटीबॉडी भी खत्म कर देगा. केंद्रीय स्वास्थ्य मंत्रालय के निर्देश पर ICMR और नेशनल इंस्टीट्यूट ऑफ वायरोलॉजी ने दिशा में अब शोध शुरू कर दिया है. तो ये भी एक संशय वहां पे कि अगर ये डेल्टा प्लस वेरिएंट एंटीबॉडीज को खत्म कर देता है तो जब हम वैक्सीन ले रहे हैं तो हमारे बॉडी में एंटीबॉडीज तो तैयार होंगे ही, तो उस एंटीबॉडीज को यह वायरस, ये जो डेल्टा प्लस वेरिएंट है, उस एंटीबॉडीज को खत्म कर देता है क्या. तो इसके बारे में ये ICMR और NIV, जिसे हम नेशनल इंस्टीट्यूट ऑफ वायरोलॉजी, ये दोनों इंस्टीट्यूट ये जो संशय यहाँ पे हुआ है इस पे संशोधन कर रहे हैं. ओके, तो ये डेल्टा प्लस वेरिएंट की कुछ एक इंपॉर्टेंट इंफॉर्मेशन है उसके बारे में. और ये कुछ हाउ डेल्टा वेरिएंट अफेक्ट्स हार्ड इम्यूनिटी। सो ये जो रेड कलर में जो ये इन्फेक्टेड पर्सन है, ये कुड बी इन्फेक्टेड और ये इम्यून पर्सन है। तो ओरिजिनल स्ट्रेन जब था तो इन्फेक्शन रेट उसमें था 3 और वैक्सीनेशन जो चाहिए था हार्ड इम्यूनिटी के लिए वो चाहिए था 67%। अल्फा वेरिएंट में इन्फेक्शन रेट ज़्यादा था, 4 था, और वैक्सीनेशन जो रिक्वायर्ड था उस वक्त हार्ड इम्यूनिटी डेवलप होने के लिए वो थी 75%। और अब ये डेल्टा वेरिएंट में ट्रांसमिसिबिलिटी ज़्यादा है, इन्फेक्शन रेट ज़्यादा है, 6 है, और वैक्सीनेशन जो चाहिए ये इन्फेक्शन या हार्ड इम्यूनिटी डेवलप करने के लिए तो वो वैक्सीनेशन चाहिए 83%। तो अगर हमें इस डेल्टा वेरिएंट से बचना है तो जो वैक्सीनेशन जो होना चाहिए वो 83% होना चाहिए, ताकि यहाँ पे हार्ड इम्यूनिटी डेवलप हो सके और ये जो चेन है इन्फेक्शन की वो ब्रेक हो सके। तो इसीलिए आप सभी वैक्सीन ले लीजिए, सो दैट विल प्रिवेंट दिस इन्फेक्शन फ्रॉम डेल्टा वेरिएंट्स और we can able to break the chain of infection and stay home, stay safe, wear your mask, use sanitizer and keep social distancing. So watch this video. If you have not subscribed this Microbiology by Santosh Napte, kindly subscribe this channel. Thank you.